Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Kalkine TV Sydney studios. Now the Australian share market is poised to open lower this morning according to the latest by futures. The ASX 200 is likely to open 54 points lower, that's 0.7% lower. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of Australia announced yesterday its decision to keep the cash rate target unchanged at 0.1%. Now, yesterday at the closing bell, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.2% or 14 points higher at 7,528. The best performing sector yesterday was information technology, up 3.1%, whilst the worst performing sector was materials, down 0.8%. The best performing stock yesterday was Block, closing 6.2% higher at $191.44. The worst performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was AVZ Minerals. Their shares closed 7.9% lower at $1.23. Now looking to some business news from this morning, and Crown Resorts has announced it has been informed by the Victorian Gambling Casino Control Commission that it's considering the findings of the Victorian Royal Commission report insofar as they relate to China UnionPay process, with a view to deciding what disciplinary action should be taken. Now, Crown previously announced on the 7th of June 2021 that its board had received legal advice that the China UnionPay process, which ended in 2016, contravened Section 68 of the Casino Control Act 1991. Crown says its priority remains the delivery of its reform and remediation program to ensure they deliver a safe and responsible gaming environment. And BGH Capital is in its capacity as investment manager or advisor to the constitute entities of BGH Capital Fund, intends to make an off-market takeover offer to acquire all of the fully paid ordinary shares in Virtus Health, those that it does not already own, at $8 cash per share. UBS is acting as financial advisor and Allens is acting as legal advisor to BGH Capital in relation to the offer. Now, Australian Ethical Investments superannuation subsidiary has signed an exclusive memorandum of understanding with Christian Super to explore a potential merger. Both parties have entered a non-binding period of due diligence and transition planning, which could result in Christian Super members joining Australian Ethical Super in late 2022 or early 2023. On that note, we're going to take a very short break now, but we'll be back with everything you need to know to trade today.
Crypto talk by Kalkine. The crypto market has been red hot given the Bitcoin rally since the past year. And now the most famous cryptocurrency has got competitors, Dogecoin and Ethereum. If the crypto market excites you, tune in with me, Sage, to know the latest developments about the existing digital currencies and the new ones that are joining the race. I'll help you understand the opportunities and the risks the crypto market has in store for you. For all the digital currency related developments, continue watching Crypto Talk by Kalkine.
Welcome back, I'm Rachel and you're watching the Morning Outlook Report. Now over in the US, on Wall Street, the Dow Jones fell 0.8%, the S&P 500 dropped 1.26% and the Nasdaq tumbled 2.26%. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 fell 0.8%, the FTSE rose 0.7%, the CAC fell 1.3% and the DAX dropped 0.7%. Ukrainian President Zelensky told the UN Security Council yesterday that Russia must be held accountable over allegations of war atrocities. Oil prices inched lower yesterday on concerns that COVID-19 lockdowns in China could impact demand. Brent futures fell 89 cents or 0.8% to settle at $106.64 a barrel. WTI crude fell 1.3% to settle at $101.96 a barrel. Gold prices fell yesterday as expectations for more aggressive monetary policy tightening by the Federal Reserve offset safe haven demand for bullion. US gold futures settled down 0.3% at 1,927 US dollars. Well, that's all for our morning outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.